Thanks so much for checking out my video today. I'm going to show you a few stretches that you can do before you start your run. To start off, you're going to want to find the length of 2.5 cars so you can do the stretches moving. We're doing dynamic stretches because we want to make sure our muscles are able to work up to it before we start our run. After you select your spot, you're going to want to go on a 10-minute warm-up. Make sure your warm-up is a super slow pace, and if you're new to running, do your warm-up as a walk. Now we're going to start our stretches. Each stretch will be done for the full length that we just set out. If you don't have the full length, you can just split it in half and do a stretch one way and then back. Our first stretch is going to be on our toes. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up onto your toes and then walk the full length. Once you get to the other side, you're going to come back by going on your heels. Make sure you stand up tall and walk on your heels for the full way all the way down. The next stretch is one of my favorites. It's called the scoops. So what you're going to do is you're going to push your heel out and you're going to literally scoop down, scooping something up. Then you're going to take a few steps in between and do the same thing with the other leg. And you're going to go all the way down for the full length. For the next stretch, we're going to do 2 stretches at once. So what you're going to do is you're going to bend up with your leg and pull forward, almost like a hug that you can't do while you're social distancing, and then switch back and stretch your quad out. You're going to do the same thing where you take a few steps in between before doing the same thing on the other side. Our next stretch is called the Frankensteins. We're going to do that one, and then I'm going to show you one that I like to call the opposite of the Frankensteins. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your same hand out as the leg that you're going to be kicking up. So you're going to go forward, kick, you're going to take a few steps in between again, and do the same thing on the other side, going all the way down. And then for the opposite, we're going to bend down and touch the ground with one leg going out. Taking a few steps in between again. Our next one is to get our hip flexors stretched out. We're going to do opening the door, and then we're going to do closing the door. So what you're going to do, going with your full distance again, you're going to bring your knee up and out. And you're going to take a few steps in between, up and out again. And then when you get down to the other side, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to close the gate. So you're going to take your knee out and then bring it in. So same thing all the way through, out and bring it in. For our last stretch, there's 2 different kinds that we're going to do. If you want, you can go to a lamppost or a tree to help you have balance for this one, or you could just stay in place. I would suggest going to find something to help you have balance so you can get more movement out of your stretch. So the first one, they're leg swings. So the first one, what we're going to do is you're just going to stand forward. So if you're at the tree or the lamppost, you're going to face forward and you're going to just swing your leg side to side. Same thing on both sides, and you can do it for 15 times since you're not walking certain distance. Then you're going to turn on the side, holding the tree or lamppost if you have it, and just swing it so it goes out. Same thing on both sides for 15 times. These are some stretches to make sure you should do before you go out on the run. These are great to help you prevent injuries and be able to go out, run, and get further and faster. Make sure you check out my next video. If you're a new or an experienced runner, you can use it, and I'll explain it there. Check it out.